This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
A faction of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has expelled Governors Seyi Makinde, Bala, Mohammed and Dauda, Lawal from the PDP following a clash with members and leaders of another faction at the party secretariat in the Wadata Plaza, Abuja. The incident occurred after the decision followed the police use of tear gas to disperse loyalists of the FCT minister who had tried to prevent the entry of the PDP governors into the premises. Joining the conversation is Tokunbo Pierce, a member of the People's Democratic Party. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Good morning.
Right on. Let's start, sir, by just getting a general reaction from the PDP towards this incident at the party's headquarters in Abuja.
First and foremost, when you refer to Wike's group, the faction of the PDP, I beg to disagree totally with the word of faction. The faction is a group or clique within an organization. And since Wike and his people have been expelled from the party officially by the highest organ, the most powerful organ of the party, the National Convention of the party, he ceased to be a member of the PDP group. Therefore, it should not be called a faction. They're just a dissident group who refer to them who refuse to go away after they've been sent away. Therefore, what they are is just a group of rabble-rousers, troublemakers, hooligans in their performance, in their action, hooligans and the vandals. So, first and foremost, let's get that straight. They have no locus to say they are suspending or expelling anybody because they don't have the foundation for it. Are they a political party? No. Are they a recognized organization by anybody? No. So therefore, when they say, it's like me now saying, I have sacked the president of Nigeria. I am giving him notice. If he doesn't quit in the next 4 days, I will declare myself the president. I can't say anything I want to say. The minister of the Federal Capital Territory is behaving in an irresponsible way that is certainly causing a breach of the peace and is likely to cause this administration the downfall of the administration itself, because you cannot continue to act as if you are just a motor park tout. He came to the office of the Wadata Plaza, the office of the People's Democratic Party, an office, a building that we've occupied for so many years. Just because he's the FCT minister, he thinks he can go into any building without notice, without authority, and just barge in. And that's what he has done. What he has done was able to cause a breach of the peace. People could have been killed. Himself could have been attacked and killed. It doesn't show well for him or the administration.
Right. So, Mr. Pierce, is it possible to tell us then how Mr. Wike, as you have said, who has been expelled from the PDP, was able to gain access to a building that belongs to a party he's no longer a member of?
Because Mr. Wike is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and he has a way of barging in, whether it's legal or not. He came into the office. Don't forget that May 27 of this year, when the PDP was about to have its next meeting, Minister Wike locked the PDP out of the office, and they were forced to have the meeting somewhere else. It is just the man is abusing his powers. He is irresponsible in his actions. He is taking risk with his work. That's the same way he went to confront a young man, a young naval officer the other day. The young man was doing his job. The minister has no business going to force his way. Look, if you have a tenant, let us say Wadata Plaza is his tenant, and you want to evict the tenant. Do you go there now and forcibly break the key, force yourself in, get the tenant out? You give them notice and let the law take its course. Let due process prevail. So he went there. because of abuse of power. He had the key to the place. He had authority to go in and see things, and he went and forced his way into a building occupied officially, legally by the People's Democratic Party. That's what happened.
Now, since this particular incident, the chairman of the party, Mr. Kabiru Turaki, has released a statement indicating that he has now taken occupancy of the chairman's office in the building. What are the next steps going forward for the PDP in terms of just a reaction to the actions of Mr. Nyesom Wike and his loyalists?
The national chairman, appearing to be very capable, a courageous person, knows exactly what he's doing. He has gone to his office and he has taken possession of his office. And so from now on, the meetings of the PDP will be held in the offices of the PDP, the Wadata Plaza. And Mr. Wike, by law, to tell you the truth, he should have been arrested yesterday. But he has a way with the police because he seems to be the governor of Federal Capital Territory. He can do anything he wants. He brought his own police, even though the national chairman, Dr. Turaki, has already gone to the police the day before to inform the police that we are going to have our meetings, but we heard that this dissident group is coming to disrupt the meeting, just like thugs from the motor park. So from now on, we are going to have our meetings, and we have a restraining order on Wike not to come into the building to disrupt anything we want to do. If he does it again, the report has already got to the president himself to show that this man should be kept in check. This man is running havoc. He's gone wild. He's unruly. That's what he's doing. He's just taking law into his own hands. He can't do it anymore because officially he's been expelled. He can say anything he wants to say. It doesn't count. We are going to have our offices, our meetings in our building now, from now on. And if he comes near the building, anybody comes to disrupt your meeting in your building, in your office, they should be arrested. They should be prevented from doing so.
Mr. Pierce, I want to go to comments that Mr. Turaki made in his speech to the press, one of which part of which has been generating criticism for the national chairman of the PDP. His call on the U.S. President Donald Trump and the international community to save Nigeria's democracy. Can you give us your reactions to this particular statement in light of just how much criticism he's faced for this particular call?
You know, I think that what is going on now with the national chairman is utter frustration, and it is in that context that he desperately made that request. Don't forget that we have already, in this country, in the last month or so, we've already had a lot of criticism from the international community and from within the country that our security apparatus, our system, is gone totally without control. And the economy is nose driving. We have a lot of problems in the country. And the worst of it now is an attempt by the president of Nigeria, Bala to kill the soul of Nigeria by destroying the democratic process which allows individual citizens to express their interests and to decide their destiny. By trying to kill the PDP, the most powerful, the number one opposition party, the implication is that we will have a one-party state in Nigeria, no democracy, worse than a military regime. A totalitarian regime pretending to be parading itself as a democratic country. So it is out of that desperation. You see, what is going on now is not a minor issue. This is a major crisis facing this country. One state after the other, one governor after the other, everybody now going to one party. And the president is encouraging it and pushing for it. Every election we had is contentious. We have not had a credible election. Last year we had one in Edo, we have one in Ondo. Every election we have. The national chairman of APC said they're going to capture every state. I mean, so they are threatening democracy.
So,
They want to
Mr.
destroy
Pierce,
democracy,
Mr.
and
Pierce,
that is out of the desperation that since the president of Nigeria is not taking care of Nigeria, then the international community can help us to put him in check and to put us all within the light of the international community. Don't forget that your country is not solely your country. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the community, to the people, and the world community. That is the International Court of Criminal Justice. You know how many presidents have been taken there? So people have
Mr.
to
Pierce,
be careful.
I apologize for interrupting you, but I wanted to just come back to something you said regarding the APC and its spread across Nigeria. Now, under the People's Democratic Party, the 16-year rule between 1999 and 2015, the PDP was able to govern some 31 states. Is it, with this in mind, is it then proper to say that the APC is attempting to turn Nigeria into a one-party state, given the dominance of the PDP during its time at the helm of affairs?
Everything has to be looked up in its context. Number one, when the PDP was in charge of all those states, the APC did not exist. Okay? They were very weak political parties. You had the ACN, AC, controlling only a few states. And the PDP came, and when it came at the time when the first election they had in 1999, the PDP won all those states. That is different from now, where the parties have already won those seats, and now the president is using his powers to cajole them, to blackmail them, to coerce them into coming into his party. These are two different things now. So let's all be clear about that. If you get your election legally, legitimately, nothing wrong with that. You see, the fear we have now is that when all these look at all the governors, when they're going into this party, what is the reason why they're going? To improve the condition in Nigeria? No. Many of them are going because they have EFCC cases. This is the problem we had under Jonathan. And many of our people left the party because Jonathan refused to protect them under EFCC. If you have a case, go and answer the case. This is different now. This president is actually encouraging people to come. Don't forget when Oshomole was the national chairman of ACN, of this APC, he said all your sins are forgiven if you come into the APC. And they are really going, all the criminals are going into APC. You commit a crime. They said Okowa used 1.3 trillion of Delta State money to fund PDP election. The next thing is Okowa refers to APC. They don't talk about it anymore. We have a criminal enterprise in the form of the APC in Nigeria today.
All right. So,
as Pastor Bakare put it, these are political bandits of the autopath variety, headed by the President Tinubu himself.
Mr. Pierce, I would like to ask as a concluding question to this conversation, with all that we have witnessed in the last, 6 months, in terms of the PDP's struggles, its troubles, and then this eventual resolution of its National Executive Committee, has the PDP continued to stand as a viable opposition party for Nigerians, or has its own internal squabbles painted it in a different light?
Well, notice that after the National Convention of the 15th and 16th, last week, our party is focused, our party is more united than ever, and is stronger than ever, and has cleared all the problems he had. What you're seeing with Wike now is the remnant, the last struggle the last kick of a dying horse. Those are the dying horses that have kept us in confusion, in tension. It's all over now. The party is ready. Those who didn't want us to have a convention understand that once we have that convention and we have our officers in place to run the affairs of the PDP for the next 4 years, prepare us for the 2027 presidential election. They know that whoever we elect at our presidential primaries next year is going to be the next president of Nigeria, because Nigeria needs healing. Nigeria needs a restructuring. Nigeria needs a young, vibrant, courageous, visionary presidential candidate to come and help us improve the economy and the security system and good governance in Nigeria.
Right. Mr. Pierce, thank you very much for your time on this conversation. Tokunbo Pierce is a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. He joined us this morning to speak on the incident that occurred at the party's headquarters in Abuja, where a scuffle broke out between members loyal to Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, and those who were loyal as well to the PDP's national chairman, Mr. Kabiru Turaki. You're still listening to Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. We urge you to stay tuned. The conversations continue in just a moment.
We are intentional about the stories we tell and the language we use in telling them.
Intentional about the people we speak to. And
this is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.